Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing of the Sony PlayStation Dualshock 4 wireless controller. Now, of course, I've already shared this controller with all of you in my unboxing of the console itself, as well as updated coverage comparing both the PS4 and Xbox One, both the pros and cons of each console, as well as what their actual controller performance was like. And it really does vary by user preference predominantly, but it also comes down to, I think, the types of games that you play, because I think each controller benefits certain titles. But all of that aside, let's get to the actual unboxing itself. These controllers are pricey, not an inexpensive item. You're looking at a $60 buy-in, whether you're dealing with PlayStation or Xbox. And there has been quite a bit of controversy about this controller as of late, that the rubber coatings on the thumbsticks have been basically eroding, coming off, ripping off, just degrading rapidly. And while every gamer knows that's a common thing for controllers with thumbsticks, whether you were using previous DualShock controllers or, of course, Xbox-based controllers, I've experienced it on both, but predominantly on the Xbox 360. Haven't seen anything with the One as of yet. The point is that it really depends on your amount of gaming. So far, I haven't actually seen any of those issues that a lot of people have been, reporting about, and that's part of the reason I'm doing an unboxing. Besides the fact that I just picked up another one of these controllers, and the PS4 is a fantastic console, in my opinion, the better console of the two if you're looking to simply game. But DualShock controller, some key enhancements listed right here on the back of the box. I'll bring that in as tight as I can. Essentially, they've integrated that touchpad that supports multi-touch, which can be integrated into a variety of games. Pretty cool. A built-in speaker. Your stereo headset jack, by the way, is standardized, but Sony saying adds new options. The good news here is that unlike Xbox, it's not proprietary, so you can actually plug in any headset, essentially, that you want to use. And basically Sony just plugging the fact that they think it's an evolutionary controller for a new era of gaming. The DualShock 4 wireless controller features familiar PlayStation controls and innovative new additions such as a touchpad, light bar, and more. And you can see that light bar right there, used for charging as well as other things. You've got dual analog sticks, of course, shoulder buttons. I mean, this is the classic design where it all began, evolved, and like many of you, I was there for the first generation, loved it. It's really where things began in many ways for the next gen. So with that said, let's get this thing out of the box. Of course, it's just a controller, but really represents so much in terms of, which console you pick, even though many of you do go with both these days, if you can. And that's because, there's still some exclusivity, but not a whole lot. See how easily the seal gets broken. These scissors are relatively sharp. And really it just comes down to what you're more comfortable with gaming. And since I haven't been with PlayStation for so long, despite, if you follow my channel, I'm really fond of Sony themselves, at least when it comes to digital imaging, but I'm not a fanboy, believe it or not. It really comes down to offering the best product in class when it comes to the digest, for those of you unfamiliar. That's what I aim to review, because in my opinion, everything else is just a waste of time, not only for you, but of course myself, and that's what my reviews are all about. So here we have it, and of course I'll be updating whether or not this controller has any of the problems that I discussed that have been, I won't say widely reported, but have been getting a lot of attention online, both here on YouTube as well as in the form of the written word. So it's questionable, but the controller's nice, no question about it. In my opinion, nice looking piece of gear. The integration of the touchpad as well as the speaker, all these new little features are nice, and it just really does fit well in the hand, much like Xbox's controller as well, and that's important. A little bit of scuffs here. Again, been getting a lot of this lately. Just had this recently with another product. Hopefully it's just dirt. But quality control isn't great on any of these sort of products, unfortunately, anymore. And that has a lot to do with the bulk that they're manufactured in. I'm certainly not making an excuse for Sony or any other manufacturer. I don't find it acceptable in any form or fashion. But this is one of those things that years ago was not on a pedestal, but I think had a lot more weight. Of course, both console manufacturers know how critical the controller is for our experience, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to invest a whole lot of resources in the actual quality control. Trust me, they've invested a ton in design. That don't question for a moment, even though it doesn't look that much different, nor does the new Xbox One controller. But playability is great. That I've already used. Battery life, decent. Both consoles don't have incredible battery life when it comes to the overall lifespan. Of course, with Xbox, you can go with rechargeable or regular batteries. Here, we've got built-in a micro USB rechargeable solution, which is definitely convenient, and that's why Sony goes that route. Nothing else in here besides the traditional quick start guide, essentially, in English. And that's pretty much it. Nothing else in the box, folks. So that is all there is to show when it comes to the DualShock 4. Again, an update because this controller's been getting a lot of heat lately, and I'm not sure that it's actually warranted. Chime in, let me know whether or not you've had problems with your controller. Has the thumbstick, the notorious rubber ripoff, happened to you? I know it's happened to me with a lot of 360 controllers, but I'm yet to see that in this brand new generation. So overall, I already know I like it, and I think most of you probably do as well if you own a PS4. If not, think about picking one up. Definitely, in my opinion, a very solid console, especially if you're not a PC gamer. If you are, you may not want to buy any of these consoles. But that's a video for another time. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And of course, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.